This month, there was an important class action lawsuit filed against Pacific Life based on the sale of their best-selling PDX IUL product. The suit was brought by a well-known Arizona firm with a track record of victories against insurance companies. The firm's lead attorney, Andrew Friedman, has been successful in getting billion-dollar judgments and settlements against insurers, including $250 million against New York Life, $2 billion against Prudential, and $1 billion against MetLife. The firm has now turned its sights on Pacific Life and its PDX IUL product. Since the introduction, PDX has been controversial. In fact, it is products like this with multipliers that prompted the NAIC to reopen its AG 49 regulation. The changes in AG 49 that will go into effect in January specifically prevent the kind of illustration that is the subject of this lawsuit. Because of the extraordinary projected values in the illustrations, we have seen more presentations using PDX in aggressive IUL premium finance schemes than any other IUL product. The suit filed in California alleges that Pacific Life purposely created its IUL product with the intent of misleading policyholders on the balance between projected benefits versus the cost, policy charges, and risks. A key element of the case is the questionable economic assumptions around projected options profits that Pacific Life uses in its IUL illustrations. In the complaint, the company is accused of creating illustrations that, quote, spike the illustrated performance of PDX policies. Pac Life assumes the call options will generate profits of 50% in perpetuity on each transaction, an indefensible assumption that is unsupportable, unsustainable, and actuarially unsound, unquote. This really goes to our long-held skepticism at Valmark about IUL as a product category and its likelihood to severely disappoint clients. IUL as a product type is not inherently bad, but the most damning critique of all IUL illustrations is that AG 49 allows IUL companies to assume 45% options as a key element of the projected rate. The group of experts that joined us in opposition to ACLI's position on AG 49 also objects to this 45% assumption continuing. I agree with the statement in the complaint that this is an indefensible assumption that is unsupportable, unsustainable, and actuarially unreasonable. That is why I offered my support and lobbied the NAIC to change AG 49. It's also an assumption that, once understood, cannot be part of a recommendation that is in the client's best interest. If options could indeed produce 45% annual profits, they would be the talk of the investment world. If options could produce 45% profits, why only allocate 3% of the cash value? Why not build a variable product and make 100% allocation in a sub-account investing in these same options? The answers to these questions is because options don't produce profits anything like that. Bobby Samuelson has definitively demonstrated that in today's low interest rate, high volatility environment, the affordable cap in an IUL product is only 5%, meaning that even a 4% illustrated rate would only be possible 50% of the time. At Valmark, we are really dedicated to helping insurance professionals sort out what is real from what's a gimmick. We help smart, ethical advisors make recommendations, and put in place protection plans for their clients that will last based on reasonable financial assumptions. At the core, this suit calls into question the financial alchemy behind IUL illustrations that claim to turn a 97% bond portfolio sprinkled with 3% derivatives into financial gold. Bobby Samuelson also had a great write-up on this product in the Life Product Review last week and opined that these facts and the pleadings in this case could be applied to the sale of what has become known as any IUL multiplier product. He also said it will be interesting to see how this plays out, as Pacific Life will likely claim as its main defense that it was just doing what AG 49 permitted them to do. No doubt, this will not be the last of the lawsuits against companies and agents who disappointed clients who purchased IUL products. As cap rates continue to plummet, we will see huge premium finance transactions hit the guardrails. Many of the producers who recommended these transactions will also find themselves defending them without errors and omissions insurance, as this is an exclusion in most policies. At Valmark, we believe that doing the right thing is also good business, but we should also do it because it is the right thing. Cicero said, "What is permissible is not always honorable." At the Valmark Financial Group, we are proud to work with and for financial services professionals who want to bring the golden rule to life. Thanks for listening today.